Hey everyone. Today we're gonna have a fun conversation. There we are. Hey everyone. I'll just wait a second here for this thing to load up. And we're gonna talk about some juju magic. We're gonna talk about black magic. And we're gonna talk about a positive message that actually has been on my mind the last 48 hours as I've had time to sit by myself and reflect. So, first of all, I've been getting lots of threats of black magic. My manhood being not working within 48 hours. I'm gonna fall sick for 7 hours. That stuff doesn't work on me. So if you want to threaten me with black magic, I have been getting these threats over the years many times, and nothing they've ever threatened has come true. So bring it on. It's Friday night. I'm bored. I miss my girls. I'm by myself. So I just thought I would share a little story that I think that I've been really thinking about a lot the last 48 hours. Mainly because I've been by myself a lot, missing my girls and just reflecting. And that's me thinking about little Athena, my beautiful newborn daughter. I personally, after black magic's not real. Sorry. You won't ever convince me otherwise. I work with some of the best magicians in the world, and I can tell you that it's not real. Cool. Anyways, so one of the things I think every father should experience, and maybe even become a part of the birthing process, we'd have less fathers leaving their children, we'd have less fathers that don't want to be part of their children's lives, is for a man to actually help in the process of catching the child. Obviously, the woman delivers the child. She's doing the hard work. But the guy that is responsible for this kid's upbringing to actually be the one to catch the baby. Now, why do I think this? Why do I think this? And I'll tell you a difference between June and Athena. I love both of my children equally. I don't play favorites. But there was a little bit of a difference. June was born in a hospital, and I was there, and many of you have seen the video of me trying to support my then wife and help her emotionally as much as I could. But when it came time to the push comes to the shove, let's push the baby out, I was on the side, and the doctor caught June. And then June was put through all of these, tests and put under this red lamp. And then as a father, I didn't even get a chance to hold her for probably an hour, 2 hours. And because, I got to touch her skin, her legs, but I didn't get really a chance to bond with her instantly after birth. And not that I didn't love her, because I did, and I did bond with her, but it wasn't quite the same as I was with Athena, because the first half hour of Athena's life was spent right here on my chest. And that formed a bond that's, I just really can't the protective response, the instinct is just absolutely undescribable. I have that with June, absolutely. The instinct that I have to protect my daughters, both of them are equal, but when I actually helped catch Athena, the bond was instant. With June, it was there, but it grew with time. I can absolutely say that they are equal now. But I really think that the world would be a better place. There'd be better family unity. There'd be better overall fathers in this world if the guys were actually encouraged to put their hands out and catch their own child. Obviously, when there needs to be a perfect medical situation, you need to have healthcare providers on staff, like right there, and maybe even put the doctor's hands underneath the father's hands. But I have to say, it was probably one of the most profound experiences of my life. And I've had some pretty crazy experiences. I almost drowned in the ocean in Nigeria. I basically accepted my death at that point. What else? I've had quite a few very profound experiences, but catching my daughter was probably the number one like experience of just like, wow, I did that. And so with all the negativity that's going on in the world, the negativity that I have actually contributed to the world because I'm not perfect, I just thought I'd share a story that means something to me, that means the world to me, actually. And, you know, as I'm sitting here on a Friday night in LA, just chilling by myself, missing them, I thought I would share that. Okay, Linda, you're blocked. Oh. Linda's blocked. And as I see, like, I don't really want to participate in all negativity. I know I've produced some of it, but you know, every person has their breaking point, and I reached mine, so, you know. Let's see. Yes, I'm just going to keep yeah, the skin to skin concept. I mean, in the first June was born in Burbank, and they very much encouraged the skin to skin, but it was really more about mom and baby, which is great. I mean, I full-heartedly support that. But it wasn't really that for me as much. At least I don't think I really got to held and spend that much time with her until she was, you know, maybe a day old. Because they were doing tests and she was primarily breastfeeding. But with Athena, I got to spend so much more time, like pretty much the entire process. And yeah, it's very instinctual. I don't even know how to explain it. But yeah. And that was just a positive story that I wanted to share. Because there's a lot of negativity in my life. There's a lot of negativity that I've caused. And I thought I'd share something positive. Yeah, cesarean sections, that's a different situation. I'm more talking about if the opportunity presents itself, where everything seems to be going normal, like the baby's coming out and head first, it's not breached, or feet first, and needs a little bit more of a skilled hand. But I can tell you that, at least from my experience, whoever's on the receiving end isn't actually doing that much. You're really just like, oh, here she is, and there, just catch. So obviously, if there is medical factors that don't allow you to do it, then that's a whole different ball of wax. But the majority of births are normal. The majority of births are vaginal. The majority of births are apex of the head first. Athena was actually born face first, so she came out like this. So she was bruised up on the face and that sort of thing. And I'm just kind of scrolling through questions. Okay, let's see. Yeah. You know another way that a man can experience childbirth, or anybody? They do kind of qualitative analysis, and what's considered to be as painful as labor is actually kidney stones. So if a man has kidney stones and has to pass them, that's supposed to be just as painful as labor. So it's not the same as bringing a human being to this world, but it's pretty painful. Okay, Suzette, you are now blocked. No juju here. I don't believe in juju. I've been in Nigeria and I have seen shrines. I've been to Delta. I've drove across Nigeria. I've seen shrines. I've seen all kinds of interesting stuff. I've seen quite a bit, and I can tell you I thoroughly do not believe in juju, nor am I worried about juju. For those of you who don't know what juju is, it's black magic, which I'm getting threats of some significant things. Pretty much worked all day. Now I'm bored. I'm not used to having free time to myself. Yeah, and it's sort of hard to focus, so. Okay, blessing. I'm just gonna start blocking. Just gonna keep blocking. Da. I agree. What's causing me isolation is that I'm by myself because all my friends work. All the friends I have in LA are successful business people. They are always working, just like me. If you want to tell me I'm not being a man, then I will just block you. Because your opinion of what a man is your opinion. I don't tell you you're not being a woman, do I? Reach out to you before regarding my back pain from having a spinal during C-section. Go to YouTube and look up a double straight leg raise and give that a shot. see. I cannot ring them, unfortunately, not until the 21st. Oh, Jessica, I'm sorry that you couldn't have the skin to skin, but I'm definitely sure that you will have that. Like, like what I'm saying is, it's great. I mean, just having that in general when they're in that first 6 hours of life or so, it's special. I almost fell out because I pushed on my ex stomach and blood shot across the room. Yeah, well, I show my friends, because I tell my friends, oh yeah, you should deliver your own baby. And they're like, can we see pictures? And then I show them pictures of the pool that I was in. And it was like red water or something from a movie. And they're like, nah, no thanks. So you have to be okay with a little bit of bodily fluid from the mother of your children. Kidney stones are worse than childhood. I have 8 stones and would rather have another birth 10 kids at the same time than have another. See? And you're a woman, so you have experience. The other thing that is supposed to be as painful as kidney stones and birth is actually a disc injury, which is what I treat all day long. So C-sections are something that are an amazing medical discovery, a major medical intervention, but we need to rehab them properly. We need to get those core muscles working again. No, Jeanette. I'm sure I'm going to get more juju threats, and I find them actually pretty comical. The one person, I had a threat that said that I was going to lose my manhood in 48 hours. And she was saying it in broken English or pidgin English and thought that I wouldn't understand. And I actually messaged her. Actually, I didn't message her. I posted it on my Instagram and she messaged me and apologized. So, but then I blocked her. Because you don't just make threats like that. So she'll learn her lesson not to threaten people, because that's not cool. Both knees, Doppler, lower. Feels like my toes are numbs and tingles. Michelle, make sure that they screen your low back. You're having pins and needles in your toes on both sides. Make sure that they look at your low back as well. Yeah, it is very hard for me not to see my girls. It's probably one of the hardest things in my life, actually. So I should probably find something to do on my Friday night, eh? I guess. Probably watch a movie. I'm not really into going out to the bar by myself or doing any of that stuff. Cracks in your spine's fine. Yeah. Tingling in the hands at night while sleeping. Could be your sleeping position or your neck. Better days ahead in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, I came on here to tell a positive story, and I did. So now I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do next. Maybe I'll get in the hot tub. Maybe I will watch a movie. Gosh, who knows? Usually now I'll be playing with June. That's sort of my, when I'm home, late night activities. Emergency C-section, so I did the skin interviews in the room. Such a special moment. Yeah, give me that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. This is something that mothers get experience, but fathers do not. And generally, at least in the States, I don't know about other countries. I'm sure most other countries, the fathers don't get to experience that first skin-to-skin contact. And it's got to be something hormonal. It's got to be something in your brain. It's got like it's instant. Like, I will protect this kid any and all threats. So yeah, well, I told my positive story. I talked about my black magic juju threats, and okay, patience, Nana. You obviously don't know what a narcissist is, so I'm going to block you. Fuck. Yep, depression is real. I took medication before. I'm not going to take that again. I'm going to just meditate. I'm going to surround myself with good people. I'm going to do a bunch of red light therapy. I have a biocharger. And you've all been sending me extremely positive messages. You've all been sending me good wishes. You've all been letting me know that my girls are okay. So I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you for your kind words, and they have helped me tremendously. Actually, I'm not a social media person, but you know, now I'm here, so I feel like an obligation to share my life, share my experiences, because I've had an interesting life. Those of you that don't know me yet, I've had a very interesting life where I grew up in a small town, Oregon, grew up on a tractor, wasn't very well educated, probably couldn't read at a sufficient level until I was 20 years old. Decided to make something of my life, and here I am. So, you know, I had to overcome huge obstacles, and this is just one more. So, yeah. But I appreciate all of you. All right. Well, If you guys see my girls, give them a kiss for me. And I'm sort of thinking about treating people, fixing people's problems on live here. So if you're in LA and you have a problem and you'd like to, and you'd be comfortable with people watching, it'd be really educational and awesome if you'd let me just show people how to address their own problems. Especially low back pain and that sort of thing. How many African wives did I marry in Africa? Apparently, hundreds of thousands, apparently. The online in-laws, as they're called. St. Lucia. Okay, I'm just going to block that person. Bye-bye, blessing. If you haven't understand what a bias is, please Google it. I agree, Haley. All right. Well, I'm getting a little bit sad missing my kids, so I'm going to get off here and watch a movie. So, anyways, that's my positive story for the day. Hope you all have a I just gotta block someone real quick. Thank you, Angela. Yeah. All right, have a good night. See you later.